Hello everybody, this is Dr. Kim and welcome to the GAO askdrkim channel again. So today I'm going to share a clinical case of usefulness of cloning the two central incisor zirconia crown redo case. Okay, before I start, I want to compare the pre-op scan versus cloning. So I showed you a clinical case of pre-op scan, previous clip, right? And I'm going to show you the cloning method in this clip. So cloning existed from the version 1, Medit i500, and pre-op scan is a new feature of version 2 after software upgrade. Okay, I think pre-op scan is good for the simple case. For example, if you want to prepare the tooth or remove the old restoration and the final scan at the same time and in single visit. In those cases, pre-op scan is very useful because you can save the processing time. You don't have to have double the processing time. But if you have a case, if you want to treat the patient in multiple visits because before you cut off the tooth, right? And after remove the old restoration, if you need the root canal treatment, you cannot do it and you cannot do the final scan at the same visit, right? So in those cases, a little more complicated case, if you need a multiple visit of patient, then I think it's better to make a full set of data and duplicate the data when you have when you're going to make a final scan, right? And also, by duplication, you can have better information. For example, you can have a full set of occlusion information compared to the pre-op scan. Pre-op scan, you cannot have the occlusion information before you cut off the tooth, right? So this is how I think you should choose the pre-op scan and the cloning. Okay, so this is a very simple case. Patient came to me to change number 11 and 21 old PFN crown to the zirconia crown. So I simply scan upper and lower arch and the occlusion, and I send the data to the lab. Mr. GAO, the technician that I'm working with more than 10 years, I introduced him many times on my YouTube channel. Okay, so after he got the case, then he designed the temporary for number 11 and number 21. As he used a reference as a primary scan. Okay, so after he designed number 11, 21, and he gave me printed provisional restoration, number 11 and number 21. And also, he provided me the adjusted upper and lower as it is, and upper he adjusted, right? So he gave me this model so I can make a preparation guide from the putty index. So after I temporize, and the next visit, when I do the final preparation, I use the putty guide, putty index as a reference for the preparation. And then this is picture just before the final scan. Okay, so I already have data, upper and lower and occlusal data of this patient. So I duplicate from the previous data, scan data, and then I erase, like I deleted the area that I modified. So in here is number 11 and number 21 area. Okay, so after that I'm scanning number 11 and number 21. This is not final scan because I have a double cord on number 11 and number 21. So after I finish the quick scan, and I deleted the area, the margin area of number 11 and number 21, where I'm going to remove the double cord. So I'm erasing number 11 and number 21, the margin area. So after processing, now it's time to make a final scan of number 11 and number 21. I removed second coat from the abutment and wash and dry to get rid of blood. Then I'm trying scanning on number 11 and number 21. I have to get the proper margin area without like an empty part. But because of bleeding on number 21, I couldn't get the margin properly. So I do a wash and dry again. And I tried again. But still I couldn't get the proper margin of my abutments. And there was bleeding on the margin area. So I asked my assistant to use the air syringe to clean the margin area. And I tried again. Finally, I could get the good margin area on number 11 and number 21. So after that, I took another bite scan. Okay, so if I have another case like this, I think I'll try to use the white light instead of blue lights, which has in the setting. Because blue lights cannot take the blood like a lead thing on the tooth, right? So in those purposes, white light can be a better option when you have a bleeding on around the margin. Okay, so I sent the data again to my lab technician, and he designed the zirconia cupping, and then he also printed another upper model, which has a prepared model. Then he used this printed model as a reference to build up the zirconia, the porcelain on top of the zirconia core. Okay, I tried in patient mouth and adjusted, and I cemented. So this is previous, like old number 11 and number 21 PFN crown, and this is new porcelain fused zirconia crown number 11 and number 21 after I cement. Okay, so wow, this is if I classify, then this can be a gypsumless and Digilog workflow, because I use the printed model many times. And also I use the printed model as a reference for porcelain buildup for number 11 and number 21 zirconia core, right? So this is combined the digital and analog workflow. Okay, thank you very much for watching. And if you think this clip is very helpful for you, then please subscribe my channel and I'll be back. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.